The concept of cultural intelligence is a new type of intelligence, relates to the concept of social, emotional, and practical intelligence, focusing on the interaction in intercultural context, and is driven by the intense process of globalization. Anke and Dine define cultural intelligence as specific form of intelligence focused on an individual's ability to grasp and reason correctly in situations characterized by cultural diversity. Similarly to the IQ and EQ, cultural intelligence has an important role in work environment and personal relationship. Due to cultural differences in norms and values, our IQ, or cognitive intelligence, and EQ, emotional intelligence, cannot transform into cultural intelligence, which is needed to adjust effectively to multicultural settings. Dimensionalizing cultural intelligence were based on 4 factors by Earle and Anke in 2003, namely metacognitive, cognitive, motivational, and behavioral. The metacognitive cultural intelligence is expressed in one's constant questioning and reflection on their own cultural assumptions in the process of interaction in order to develop and apply new knowledge and rules in unfamiliar situations. Deciding on the appropriate time to speak up and make a suggestion or to ask a question, the adequate level of formality, and many more would require a deeper processed thinking, conscious observation, noticing, and understanding of various aspects of the particular cross-cultural encounter. To raise our level of cultural intelligence, we should first assess our capabilities in terms of the already outlined cultural intelligence factors. Motivational cultural intelligence, the drive factor, would indicate our confidence in intercultural interactions, directly associated with leadership. The cognitive cultural intelligence, the so-called knowledge factor, can measure our general knowledge of cultural differences and the ability to predict their impact on communication. The metacognitive cultural factor, the so-called strategy, measures the ability to make sense and decisions about own experience in relation to effective planning of own actions in multicultural context. The behavioral cultural intelligence, the action factor, can be used to measure the predictability of one's capability to adjust their behavior in a flexible way to culturally unfamiliar settings. The first academically validated cultural intelligence test is available at culturalq.com based on the cultural intelligence scale developed by Anke and Dine, measuring the 4 cultural intelligence capabilities, and is broadly used in business and higher education. Its 3 versions provide an exciting opportunity to assess our overall cultural intelligence, along with the 4 dimensions followed by a personalized report suggesting particular cultural understanding and ways of how to develop them. Benefits from cultural intelligence research in the field indicates high level of business performance, for example, and effectiveness among people with higher cultural intelligence, as well as greater job satisfaction. 92% of the businesses using cultural intelligence self-assessment reported revenue increase and more successful international expansion. The following example sentences from the cultural intelligence scale illustrate the process of measuring the cultural intelligence dimensions using a 7-point Likert scale through strongly disagree to strongly agree. For example, I adjust my understanding of a culture while I interact with people from that culture. Second example, I truly enjoy interacting with people from different cultures. Example number 3, I modify the way I disagree with the others to fit the cultural setting. In the last example, I can describe the ways that leadership styles differ across cultural settings. You may choose to do some free cultural intelligence self-assessment tests if you follow the links to those websites below.